right, so what we're going to talk about are the 3 things that can lead to a failed launch. And this comes from personal experience. As you're going to hear me say a million times, you cannot learn to ride a bike by reading a book. You learn to ride a bike by actually riding a bike. And so what you need to do is to actually ride a bike if you're trying to grow a business online, you're trying to generate more sales, you're trying to grow an audience, put content out there. But when you go to ride your bike, I want to show you what mistakes to avoid and how to fix them when launching your program, because things are changing. More and more people right now are putting out content and going on YouTube and going on Facebook and going on Instagram and selling their own courses and their own programs, coaching programs, courses, services. And so what's going to happen, especially as this entrepreneur movement gets bigger and more popular, more and more people are going to come out here. So if you have these 3 things behind me, these 3 things, in my opinion, will always cause you to have a successful launch. So the 3 things that most people do that cause them to not have a good launch is 1, their messaging is off, they're not unique, they're blending in, they don't know how to properly communicate, and that can be fixed just by studying messaging and marketing, and we'll talk about that here in a second. But the second thing that they mostly miss is right here, which is the lead up. There is no lead up. What they do is they just tend to run ads and cold traffic straight to an application page to get into their program or to get into a webinar, and there's no connection being built. There's no objections being removed. There's no values or identity being played into. And so what happens is they just cold traffic to a sale, and they don't want to understand why it works. They hear these case studies of people doing $1 million launches, $100,000 launches, whatever, and then they go and they expect those types of results. They run ads and they don't see the whole picture. You need a lead up to build a connection with people, because if you're a business owner like me looking to make an impact with people and to revolutionize their business and to change their content around, you have to build connection. Play into the identity of who you want to sell to. Look at Gary Vaynerchuk. He's a perfect example of this. Doesn't do a single how-to video. He's not bombarding people with information. He plays into the identity of the entrepreneur, and look how fast he grows. He reinforces the identity of the person he's trying to attract. And imagine if you're able to do that through this lead up period and then run them through a launch as they know, like, and trust you and have a deep connection with you on the identity level, which in my opinion goes beyond the know, like, and trust. They're subconsciously connected to you, and that connection happens just because you are who you are, and you're not afraid to be who you are on video and in content and during the sales process. It's the easiest thing in the world to just be who you uniquely are and have people connect to you because of it. And if you have the lead up and you use thought reversals, we're going to talk about this in a second, you can actually cause that process to be a lot more effective. The last thing that most people do is they try to do it all themselves. Now, I get you might be broke or not have a lot of money or whatever, but you can hire virtual assistants and outsourcers overseas or in the States or wherever you want to do a lot of tasks for you with almost no budget. You can barter with people, you can do a lot of different things to get the help that you need. But by the time you look at how many emails you have to write, the webinar you have to do, the video series you have to create, the marketing, the messaging, and then you incorporate the lead up, it's a lot of stuff that you have to get done. And it's not going to happen in a single week. It's not going to happen in a couple weeks, and it probably won't even happen in your first month. But if you have a team and you structure your business the right way, that process becomes a lot more efficient and effective. Now, what most people don't realize is by not stepping into the CEO role of your business, even if you're just starting out, that energy that you have to put in to do the stuff you shouldn't be doing, like creating a landing page, which would probably cost you $5 on Fiverr to get someone to do, zaps all of your energy, and it's not going to allow you to tap into where you need to tap into, which is building the connection with your audience, or the marketing, or the messaging, and the selling. So by not structuring your business as a business where there's a process and a system and structure, whether it be just outsourcers that you find on Fiverr, or a full in-house team like what we have, or an overseas team like we also have, you don't need all that. It doesn't matter. You can have it. You don't need to have it, but you need to find the help and position yourself as the CEO in your business right from the beginning. So if you want this whole process fixed and you want to have a successful launch, the 3 things are: 1, figuring out the unique process of what you do. Operate at the 5th level of market sophistication, which means what you're doing is so unique that you have no competitors in the space. Look, we do video marketing. We used to teach YouTube marketing, but everyone and their mom is a YouTube marketer today, or a video, quote unquote, video marketer. And they're all talking about YouTube and keywords and rankings and yada, yada, yada. But we're over here talking about thought reversals, using content to build a connection. The video 4X effect, which is our methodology that we created. We're talking about something completely different, which puts us in our own category. And we're creating our own niche within the video marketing space. And nobody can touch us. That's the 5th level of market sophistication. This is what Seth Godin talks about when he says the purple cow. What stands out of all the cows in the field, the one that's purple. So that's what we need to talk about. Stop being general. Even the language you use needs to be different. For us, instead of saying ranking videos, I could say things like get videos to the top of the search engine where all your people are looking for, something along those lines. Not the best example in the world, but it is an example to show you how even your language of the benefits and the problems that people are experiencing can be changed to be unique to you. And that is really what this is all about. Find the unique problems that people are experiencing, the unique consequences that are going to be going on in their life if they're not fixed. Be 100% unique. If you can create your own methodology, your own process, your own formats, your own types of whatever, that's extremely, extremely value adding and can help your launch go to the next level. Then the lead up. What we like to do is use thought reversal videos, because thought reversal videos change people's perspectives, and that's the most value adding you can do. Removing fears from people, one of the most value adding things you can do. Remove objections, focus on pain, objections, and connections with thought reversal videos can change your entire launch. How many more sales can you make, or how many more lives can you impact? If you were able to build an audience of people very quickly, you can do this on Facebook for extremely cheap prices, and $10 can get you 1,000 views. But what if you took those 1,000 views and you focus on the pain? Showed them, this is the pain you're going to be experiencing. Here's what's going to look like if you don't fix it. This is what you're doing to cause the pain. And it's the real problem they have with the real thing that they're actually doing. And you did that for a month, and you gave them solution and solution. You kind of hinted at what the solution was and showed them pieces of it and showed them how to remove it. Or you just shifted their beliefs so it didn't actually cause them pain anymore. That's extremely value adding. How-to content is not really that value adding. Removing beliefs that don't serve people is. Removing fears is extremely value adding. Removing objections that are stopping them from getting into your program that can change their life, is extremely value adding. So we do this in a pre-launch phase using thought reversal videos. We focus on pain, objection, and connection. Build the audience. Get them to connect with you on the identity level, to love you for being you. Get them to see that you are the solution. And thought reversals videos do that. Again, this is why Gary Vaynerchuk blew up as fast as he did, because he plays into the identity of his avatar, and you can too. And the very last piece here is being the CEO in your business, even if you're just starting out. Because I can tell you right now, if you use this, you're going to get more sales. If you're going to do a pre-launch and use thought reversals and actually put out content that connect with people and focus on pain, objections, connections, your launch is going to start going up and up and up. And if you don't believe me, just look at the case studies that we have above this video. You can see 3 digital CEOs who have fully stepped into the role of this new era of launching and have used thought reversal videos to create this new era of launching and have stepped into the role of the digital CEO. Because what's going to happen, like I talked about earlier, is doing a launch and you have opt-in pages and webinars and emails and all this stuff you have to create. It takes a long time and it zaps your energy that can be spent on this, building the audience, connecting with people, the sales and the marketing. You can find people on Fiverr, you can find people on onlinejobs.ph, you can find people on Craigslist or Indeed to help you do this, and it doesn't have to cost you a lot of money. So if you're just starting out, the most beneficial thing you can do is set up the structure, set up the process, set up the system in your business so that things are running without you. Step into the role of the digital CEO, because I can tell you right now, if you don't step into that role of CEO, what's going to end up happening is you're going to build a business that keeps you trapped. You're going to zap yourself from actually what causes you to create the sales. You're going to zap yourself from the person who's able to step up and be there 100% to create the content, the messaging, and the marketing. So you need to be able to free yourself from that. You're going to move faster, you're going to make more money, you're going to make more impact. So those are the 3 things that you need in order to step into the digital CEO role and build a business that has amazing launches. And this is the new era of launching. Be completely unique, have a good lead way with thought reversals, build a connection with people, and then step into the CEO role so that you can be freed from the business. Grab our 3 case studies up there, and join our Facebook group so you can access more of this amazing training. We're going to be giving you guys more behind the scenes But again, yeah, go grab those case studies where you can see how 3 digital CEOs have used thought reversals to build a massive revenue stream and stepped into the new era of launching.